So the UK government has just made another massively controversial decision in regards to freedom of social media use. As you probably already know, Parliament voted to ban social media for under 16s a few weeks ago, kind of copying what's being done in Australia. And, there is some merit to that decision because there's a lot of bad things that can come from the overuse of social media for young people, but that's definitely more of a problem for parents and individuals than government intervention, at least in my eyes. An outright ban is just a lazy one-size-fits-all solution to me. It's a problem that's really nuanced and it's definitely not a simple one to solve, so just a blanket ban is kind of ineffective because anyone with at least a double-digit IQ has figured out that you can completely circumvent the ban with a VPN. Which actually raises another interesting problem because the government might be wanting to restrict VPN access since, the ban they instated is completely useless. Only a few countries actually do that, one of which being the DPRK. So, you can form your own opinions. Anyway, I wanted to make this video to talk about the government's new public consultation called Watch This Space, a new strategic direction for UK media. It all kind of comes from complaints from broadcasters like the BBC, ITV, Channel 4 and 5, who claimed that their more trustworthy and unbiased news sources aren't being interacted with or pushed to users on social media platforms, as platform algorithms favour foreign broadcasters and independent creators that focus more on entertainment instead of factual analysis and overall reliability. Basically, the whole idea is that the government wants to protect British broadcasters and attempt to prevent the spread of misinformation online. One way the government's looking at doing this is manipulating social media algorithms to push their prominence regime, a list of trusted broadcasters including Channel 4, BBC, ITV and Channel 5 to the forefront of social media platforms, allowing trustworthy news to be accessed more easily and suppressing what the government deems as less reliable. Now, this is bad for both creators and just freedom of information in the UK because pushing this prominence regime to the top of social media platforms is bound to make it more difficult for independent creators to grow, which is something that YouTube's official statement about this whole thing focuses on quite a lot. It mentions that this consultation is a threat to channel and platform growth, and it also undermines the creator-audience bond, as it kind of labels all independent digital-first creators as less trustworthy than traditional broadcasters and outright likely to spread misinformation. I doubt that this whole initiative was done maliciously by the government though. I think it really is a campaign to limit misinformation and push factual news reporting to what is, in my opinion, a gullible and politically uneducated population. Critical thinking skills aren't really a thing that I've seen pushed in British schools, and the general population's ability to do their own research and question the sources of their information is frighteningly bad from what I see on a daily basis. So I can see why misinformation online is an issue the government would want to tackle, but this method of doing that is so unbelievably bad it would actually make this problem worse. Increased government control over the media is almost never a good thing regardless, but in this case the government gets to outright tell the population which news sources are trustworthy, which wouldn't be as bad as what it actually is. The government is actively going to be pushing these news sources to you on every single social media platform. They're going to be unavoidable, not just recommended, but given to you constantly. Now, if a certain far-right political party that's gaining popularity in the UK right now gains more control, GB News and Talk TV could be the only broadcasters in the prominence regime. For those who don't know, it's basically Fox News on crack. Racist, bigoted, and just thick. Thankfully, YouTube has taken quite a strong stance against this consultation and encourages creators to fight it with the hashtag #KeepYouTubeYours. If this thing eventually does become law, I just hope that YouTube refuses to comply. Having to ban YouTube would be a pretty bad position for the government to be in, but I'm sure they'd do it if they had to. If you want an example, look at Kiwi Farms. Anyway, that's it.